So this is Charlie, and we're going to assume that she's been through all the touching tests, all the temperament tests that involve handling, and maybe we'll see a little different reaction. Charlie! And I'm going to hold her collar, again just so I can always stiffen my arm if anything goes wrong. What are you listening to, girlie, huh? It's a pretty girl. That's a pretty Charlina. Yeah. So hand, push down. I did that slowly because she moved her muzzle away slightly, and I wanted to see if it was an accident. And because she moved it away again, I'd say, okay, probably not an accident. Girl. Now I don't want to stress her out, so if she shows signs that she's stressed, I'll try to cheer her up. Come on, Charlie. And there's something going on out in the hall that she's interested in. Oh, Charlie buddy. Oh, Charlie, put that tail up. Put that tail up. Yeah, chase your tail. Don't you like to chase the tail? Don't you like to chase the tail? Yes, it does. Yeah, Charlie. Okay. Ready again? Church baby. Church baby, Charlie. Yeah, church baby. You're a good girl. Good girl. Good. So she moved her head away. Not aggressive, just I prefer that a hand doesn't touch my muzzle. It's a very easy statement there. I don't want to stress her out, so I wouldn't pursue this too much, but because she's not showing really any aggression or anything, I'm kind of curious, aside from not wanting my hand to touch her muzzle, what does she think about somebody that kind of continually annoys her like a child? It's a kind of it's not a perfect test for children's behavior, but it's just one more clue. Good girl. I should not have said good girl. I usually stay quiet. I'm continuing with this test because her owner gives permission and doesn't think she's going to be stressed out by it, and we're curious, and you know, it's just interesting to see.
At what point would you say, I'm not going to do the test if there's a growl or a lip flip?
I'm kind of curious to see, is she just doesn't want me to touch her muzzle, or if she's afraid of me touching her muzzle. I don't think she's afraid because she's not really leaving. She is a trained dog and a pet. She knows that she can't leave if she has a leash. But what I do like is that she's not showing any kind of aggression. She simply doesn't want her muzzle touched. And other dogs that didn't want this would show quite a few different reactions. And typically a dog like this, I would expect her, if she was a little more outgoing and playful, to playfully mouth my hand. And I don't know if I can use her like a Muppet.
She is our Muppet on a leash.
Yeah. But sometimes when I reach my hand to a dog, my hand ends up, you don't even want me to open your mouth. My hand's up, we'll do this with two hands. I use one hand as a puppet. So Charlie's owner tells me that because of her fur and her coat and the time of year, she's been getting a lot of burrs in her mustache. And she really doesn't like them picked out because she's a sensitive dog. So this is the kind of information that you get that you don't get with a shelter dog, because now we know, yeah, she doesn't want me or my hand to approach her muzzle, but she doesn't want to leave me. She doesn't hate me. She's not afraid of me. She just doesn't want burrs picked out of her fur. And so I think that's a very reasonable reaction. I don't really think it shows much about her temperament, except that she's a polite, sensitive dog who does not want to confront an issue and prefers to avoid conflict, and her solution is simply, like any dog would, to move away from annoyance. And this is a test of what does a dog do when it's annoyed, and sure, picking burrs out of your fur is kind of annoying. However, she doesn't escalate, she doesn't go to any kind of mouthing. And on the other hand, she's been trained to be handled, because I can look at her teeth just fine. Good girl. Oh, I don't want to see the beautiful teethies. Oh, pretty teeth, Charlie. Good girl. Oh, you're so good. Yeah, that's a good girl. Good. That's a good Charlie. So, that's a trained behavior. She knows I'm not going to pick burrs out of her fur. She doesn't mind having her teeth looked at. So that was even a different situation for her. She was like, I'm on leash, I'll comply. If I had a choice, maybe I wouldn't want my teeth looked at, but, you know, not going to make any trouble. I love people. So it's always interesting. And it's those little things that you don't know about a shelter dog that can really tweak a test.